Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. Is this on? Yep. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome. I'm Richard Ferraro from Catchoom. I'm the CMO. And this is Thomas Adamic, the CTO from Catchoom. Welcome. Firstly, let me just tell you that we participate in a lot of events in the startup scene to do with image recognition as well. But we're especially happy to be here with you today in front of an audience at AW. It's our second time here. We sponsored the coffee break yesterday. We participated in powering the Treasure Hunt app, which I hope some of you have tried out today. So I'm also exhibiting. So I don't think you'll be able to check us out at the exhibition booth because it's closing down. But if you have any questions afterwards, we'll be around for a while. So firstly, let me ask you a question. How many of you have heard of Catchoom and what we do? A few? OK, that's great to see. Well, for those, I believe the majority here who haven't heard of us, let me just show you a very quick overview by our brand new video that we produced.
Think the objects around you are leading a still life? Think again. Prints, logos, and objects around the world are leading double lives thanks to Catchoom image recognition. People can now take pictures of your branding or products and be taken directly to videos, special offers, or just about anything you'd like them to see online. QR what? Watch how we give retail brands an edge. One photo and the user's on a wild ride, watching action-packed videos. We work wonders on magazines, newspapers, and catalogs. This young lady sees a product she likes and snap, it's in her shopping cart. Looking good. And we grab gamers' attention too. Our Catchoom superpowers turn ordinary packages of candy into extra lives. We're here to change how people browse, how people shop, and how people play. Think of what your brand could do with a powerful and reliable link between the physical and the digital world via image recognition. And fear not, developers. You can quickly integrate Catchoom in your app with our mighty SDKs and APIs. Unlock the endless possibilities of augmented reality with image recognition. Give your brand a double life. Sign up for free and join the Catchoom community at catchoom.com today.
OK, hope you enjoyed that. Today we'll be explaining why mobile augmented reality really needs the cloud for image recognition. We'll start by sharing our understanding and explaining what we mean by image recognition. We'll paint a little bit the AR ecosystem and with a few case studies, and we'll also finish up with some of the recent advances of the Catchoom lab. So firstly, what is image recognition? Well, image recognition really is the trigger that unlocks the full potential of augmented reality. We match an object in the real world with a huge database of reference images that our clients upload to the system. And if it is a match, we give that object a digital life. Anything from a video to a 3D animation to a web link, we really enable anything which is digital. Objects that we recognize, as you can see here, include newspaper covers, magazine covers, a range of catalogs as well, but also objects. We don't recognize things like faces. We get asked that quite a lot. And we don't recognize generic objects like trees. Let me move on to look at exactly what we mean by the mobile to cloud continuum, which was the title of the presentation. First of all, if we look at a typical AR-enabled app, image recognition can be done either here, offline, on the mobile device, or here in the cloud. The continuum, what we mean by that is that a mobile app will use tracking data here, stored in the cloud, so over here, together with AR content that has been previously authored, okay, and then deliver that to the device here using image recognition. After this, the mobile app will start the AR experience using the tracking engine, which is over here, that is running on the mobile. So the key message from this is that it is possible to do image recognition offline, but we think that for some use cases, it's best to do it within the cloud. Now, what kind of problems do we think that the cloud is solving when it comes to image recognition? Well, I'd like to give you 3 examples. First one is when it comes to recognizing hundreds or millions of images. Now, a single smartphone cannot really cope effectively with a very high volume of images. Some of you may already know, through reading some of our marketing material, that we power Layer. Just the one single mobile browser app is very popular. It's been downloaded 30 million times. And it provides access to literally millions of augmented reality experiences. Without the cloud, it would have been impossible to search through this really large number of images and deliver that AR experience. So this is the first problem that we're solving. Another problem that we're solving is the issue of devices which have a very low computational power. Here, image recognition tends to be very slow or almost impossible to perform. One of our customers is a pharmaceutical company, and they are launching an app that can recognize drug packaging. And it's specifically targeted for the elderly. And it's solving a pain problem that they cannot really read the really fine print within the instructions of the drug packaging. Another example is in Latin America, where we're speaking to a company that delivers mobile marketing campaigns for a fast food chain in a market where the dominance of devices is mid to low range. But through Catchoom and cloud recognition, we can deliver a service to them as well. A final example is where you need to frequently update the database of images. This is not really a trivial problem. It's actually quite complicated to do. And we are discussing some very specific needs of a very large print media multinational who need frequent updates of the magazine app content to let users interact and get engaged with the content within the magazine. And they've chosen us as a cloud-based solution in order to do this. Now I'll hand over to Thomas, who will give you a little bit of a technical update from the Catchoom lab.
Okay, thank you. Since last year, we have been working on improving our core technology and also on our products. So let me share with you our most important advances since last year. So since 3 million active users every month uses our technology, we can really see how they interact with real objects at the global level. So this permits us to work on our technology and improve in where it is really needed. Okay? So in the last year, we reduced the number of false positives by a factor of 5. Okay? So this is very important for our clients because, of course, they don't want to deliver digital content that is not related to the object that is in front of the camera. Okay? So even what this means is that even for our most difficult collections, user-generated collections, where very often there are a lot of frequently occurring patterns, we managed to bring the level of false positives below 1%. At the same time, we are working on improving successful recognitions. So in terms of successful recognitions, we generate improvement, significant improvement, every 3 to 4 months. So just last year alone, we improved the true positives level by 15%. This basically means that we get better results for poor quality images, for low-level resolution images. This also means that the query images that are sent from the mobile to the cloud, they can be much smaller now and offer very fast user response. We improve results on difficult lighting conditions, also on the cases where the objects are not exactly identical, so they are similar in some sense, so we improve on meaningful measurement of these similarities in the way that is aligned with human intuition about their similarity. Also, I'm sure that many of you saw here in this event continuous object detection performed on using mobile SDKs. So in this case, you have a camera and you are scanning the scene around, and the objects that appear on the scene are automatically detected, and some augmented reality experience starts. Okay? And here, I'm excited to announce that exactly the same user experience, the same experience is possible now with Catchoom, with our Finder mode. This basically means that you can continuously scan the scene for new objects that appear there, but using cloud image recognition. So effectively, what this means effectively is that the continuous scanning capability, the continuous way of interacting with the scene is brought to use cases that really need cloud-based recognition, like the examples that Richard explained with high volumes of images, for example. So how our solution can be delivered to our clients? On one side, we offer software licenses. So if you want to deploy our solution on your server and have full control of the content, you can purchase our library and deploy it on your servers. And since February, we have our software as a service. We offer our software as a service, where basically you can create an account and just drag and drop images and play around and make this collection available for your application. And this is free to try, so you can just create an account and play around and see how well we recognize objects. And we have already, since February, we have 1,000 users. So the takeaways from this presentation is we offer state-of-the-art solution for cloud image recognition, and we are continuously improving our solution, extending it to more and more difficult cases of objects. So if you need cloud recognition, we are your technology of choice. And you can follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and please try our software as a service solution, and you will be amazed how well we recognize the objects. Thank you.
So does anyone have any questions? We could take one or two questions. Yes.
Okay. Of course, it depends on the cloud solution that you are running. We are very good at running it on low-end hardware in Amazon. Okay, so you can easily take the lowest CPU core that you have there and stuff it with 100,000 images. And it basically increases the recognition time by 25, 50 milliseconds, depending what kind of hardware you get from the cloud. Okay, so it depends on many factors. But one of our strength is that our software is very modular, so the different parts of the algorithm can be deployed in the cloud and scaled out depending on your necessity, because sometimes you will have millions of images, so you need to scale out the searching part, the one that does the comparisons of the fingerprint, but maybe sometimes you will have just 100,000 images, but your traffic, the queries will be very, very high. Because some event happened, for example, TV promotion, and so everybody at the same time is snapping photos. So in this way, you can deploy the module that does the extraction of the fingerprints for the query according to the situation. So it really depends exactly how many images you have, what is your traffic, and what kind of user experience you want to provide. But basically, on a single core in Amazon, you can search through 100,000 images. In basically no time. You will not see any slowdown. So really the volumes of the images is not a problem. Okay, let's say 2-3 millions is like a typical use case. So then we deploy basically instances in Amazon. But keep in mind that our solution performs very advanced image recognition. So what we are recognizing is a real object. They don't have to be, for example, flat. So this is much more advanced than any kind of solution that is just for flat images or printed media.
Can I just add to that? In terms of performance, on the end user side, we typically recognize images and match them in less than 1 second on Wi-Fi, and anything between 1 and 3 seconds on 3G, just so you have a benchmark there as well.
Thank you.